Hello everyone, welcome back to Enginuity Lab. This is part 12 of our CATIA V5 tutorial beginner series. We shall learn how to create a multi-section solid, one of the most powerful feature in part design workbench. If you have followed along so far, you already know how to create and use of solid combine. Now let's move on to connecting multiple profiles into a 3D smooth 3D shape. Multi-section solid. The multi-section solid can be positive, that is add material feature, or negative, that is remove material feature. Solid, that is generated by two or more planar profiles swept along a spine. Commonly used for multi-section solids are to create complex solid and transition geometry between two existing solid. This is perfect for parts like handles, housings and connectors. So let's go and start. For that, go to start, mechanical design, part design. Now we can give the part name. Here I am giving as multi section solid and click on OK. Now we are into the part design workbench. So let's create the sketch to create multi-section solid. To create a multi-section solid, we most need two or more number of sketches to create a multi-section solid. So first we can start with two different sketches. For that, I am selecting this plane, the ZX plane, and click on the sketch. We are into the sketcher workbench. Here I am creating a rectangle, centered rectangle. Click on the origin or at the center point, and here I am clicking on the right top corner. This will show you why I am clicking on the top right corner, and give the dimension. The horizontal length will be 100 mm and the vertical length will be, let's say, 100 mm. Click on the exit workbench. Now we need another sketch. For that, I am creating a plane which is offset from ZX plane. This is about 60 mm. Let's say preview. So increase the length, offset length. I am giving it to 100 mm and click on OK. Here in this plane we are going to create another sketch. Click on the newly created plane and click on the sketch tool. And this will zoom in or out option will fit in all. This will help you to fit your geometry or sketch or 3D model into your working space. Now create another center rectangle. Now I am clicking on the left top corner and give the length. This should be 60 and this one also 60 mm. Now click on the exit workbench, fit all. Now my sketches are fit to my screen. To create a multi-section solid, I am go to the part design workbench. Now we are into the part design workbench. In sketch based feature, these are sketch based features, you already know. Here click on the multi-section solid icon. The multi-section solid definition is open. Here give the first profile, click on the first sketch. Here you can see this section 1 and closing point is here at the top right corner. This is why, because while creating the sketch I have click on the top right corner and click on the second one. Here also the same, the closing point at the top right corner, and click on OK. If you want to see the preview, click on the preview. Now you can see the preview and you can click on OK. Now our multi-section solid is created. Multi-section solids, closing point and orientation. While defining the multi-section solid, the closing points are displayed on a vertex in each of the selected profile. Double click. Now we can see, double click on the multi-section solids. Here you can see the vertex are the closing point 1 and closing point 2 and the vertex arrow display on each of the selected profile. The closing points indicate how the system will connect the vertices. Okay, like these 2 points, this is closing point 1 and closing point 2. This is on the same orientation. This will indicate how the system will connect the vertices. The direction arrow indicates the direction of the next aligned vertices. Like this is vertices, vertex 1 and the one for this one for both the profile, and this is the arrow. This will go in this, like the first one is here, the second one is here, then the third one, then the fourth one. This will go like this. Ensure the arrow points in the same direction for each section. Like here, this is pointed on the same direction for both the section. If it is different, then we will see what will happen. Now I am changing the direction and see the preview. Click on OK. Now you can see what's the difference. The profile is twisted. Okay, so the direction of arrow indicate should be always on the same direction for each section, and the closing points must be aligned to proper orientation of the section, else the multi-section solid will be twisted. Like the direction, I am doing the same direction, but I am changing the closing point here. I am relocating the closing point to here. This is my closing point, as while the arrow are on the same direction. Let's see what will happen. Now you can see the profile is twisted. The same way, if I change the point to the third point, closing point to the third one, to here, let's see what will happen. This will do like this. So we must consider the closing point should be properly aligned, and the direction, arrow direction should always the same for each of the profiles. Multi-section solid creation using guide curves. So I am creating another body and renaming it to multi-section solid guide curve. Click on OK and rename the other one as well. Here we are going to create a multi-section solid with guide curve. Let's make it a bit more advanced. Sometimes the transition may twist or not align properly. That's why where guide curve comes into play. To create a multi-section solid with guide curve, I am creating sketches for that one. The first sketch, sketch 1, the rectangle, center rectangle. This is 100. This is also 100. I'm creating a plane. Offset from this one is 100 mm. And another sketch, the sketch 2. Fit in all. This should be 70 mm. This is 70 mm. And here I am creating another sketch as well. This is 100 mm from plane 1. This is plane 2 or plane 3. This is our plane 2, this is plane 3. Create another sketch. Fit in all. And this should be 50 mm. And 50 mm. Click on exit workbench. Now I have 3 different profiles. We need a guide. So I am creating 2 different guide curves. Okay. For that, what I will do, I will create a sketch along the YZ plane. You can create the 3D profile as well, but here we are using the sketch. We will learn later how to create 3D lines. For that, here I am creating a spine. Here is my second point, the third point, and this is my guide profile. Coincide this one with this point, and this one with this point. If we are coinciding this, then this will help us to create the profile more accurately. So always coincide these points. Okay, now my guide curve 1 is created. Let's create another curve. In the same way, creating a curve here. As you know already, you can come out from the any command by click on escape or double click on the double click, then you can able to get out of the any command. Click on coincidence the same way, and here as well. Coincidence. Now I have two different guide curves and three different profiles. Okay, how to use guide curves, let's see. Now click on the multi-section solid. This is our profile selection area. These are first one, profile 1, profile 2 and profile 3. This is showing you sketch 3, 4 and 5. Okay, to select a guide curve, here you can see the guides. Click on guides. Here you can change differently. This one is guide, spine, coupling, relimitations. All options are available. We will learn one by one. First one is the guide curve. In guide curve, in this section you can select the guide curve 1. This is sketch 6 and the guide curve 2. This is sketch 7. Now you can click on preview to see how our multi-section solid is created. This is a, now you can see our multi-section solid is created. Okay, let's check if you use only one guide curve. I'm removing this one. Let's see what will happen. See, this is the shape for only one curve. When we use the second curve, click on add and click on this profile. Now this is our multi-section solid with guide curve. So let's use up the next section, that is multi-section solid using spine. Okay, for that I am hiding this one and inserting a new body. Rename the body as multi-section solid spine. Okay, click on OK. Now for that I am creating the sketch 1, first sketch, or the profile 1. I am creating the same, that is 100 mm rectangle or square. 100, this is 100, and click on the exit workbench. The same way, create the plane 100 mm offset from the Z-axis plane. Click on the newly created plane, click on the sketcher, click on the center rectangle, click on the origin, create the rectangle and give dimension. This is 70 mm and this is also 70 mm. Click on the exit workbench, create another plane, create the sketch, give dimensions 50 mm, now I have three different sketches. Okay. Now create a spine. For that, the spine is created at the center of the profile. This is spline. I am doing spine. The spine is the like our body. We have spine at the center of our body. So same way we will create the first point at the origin. This one here, here, and here. This is the spine or the center curve for this multi-section solid. Let's make coincidence this point to this one. Coincidence the same way here actual. Now my spline is created, or this will act as a spine. Okay, you can see the spine. Let's click on the multi-section solid. First select the profiles, profile 1, 2 and profile 3, and here you have guide. Don't click on the guide, click on the spine with the second option, the spine. Click on the spine, and in the spine, no selection here, click on here and select the spine and click on preview, click on OK. Now your multi-section solid with spine is created. Let's see if we don't use the spine option, what will happen. The spine, I am removing this one, remove and see the preview. Okay, this is the, if we use the spine, then the profile will be created like this. Okay, and that's how we create multi-section solid in CATIA V5 using guide curve and spine. If this video helps you, please like, share and subscribe to Enginuity Lab for more CATIA V5 tutorial. In next video, we will learn how to create multi-section solid using coupling mode. Thanks for watching Enginuity Lab. See you on next video.